In this lecture, we will learn how we can add animation to our app. The example we will look at in this video is how we can animate our button pulsating on the screen. This type of animation is common in mobile apps when we want to call attention to a button to encourage the user to click it. The first step is to go into the XAML code that defines our button element and give our button a name. We type X, then a colon, and then reference the name property. Let's give our button the name B. Then we need to go inside of the C# code that powers the app, the mainpage.xaml.cs file. Inside of the mainpage function, underneath the call to initialize components, we will write some code that will animate our button. First, we need a reference to our button. We will create a button variable named button, set equal to this.findByName, with the type button inside of angular brackets, and the string b, the name of the button, inside of a pair of parentheses. Then we will create a variable of type animation named animation, which we will set to a new animation. Inside of the parentheses, we will use a lambda expression and tell the button to scale from its current scale, 1 to 1/10 bigger, 1.1. This is the basic definition of our animation for our button. We still need to tell the animation how we want it to run and make it run. To do this, we will call the commit method on the animation. We pass in this as the first argument, the name of the animation as the second argument, which in this case will be scale animation, 0 as the third argument, 500 as the fourth argument, the type of easing as the fifth argument, in this case linear, the action for when the button is finished as the sixth argument, which in this case will be to set the button's scale back to its initial scale of 1, and the seventh parameter is whether or not the animation should repeat, which will be true in this case. Then we will run the emulator. You will notice that the button pulsates on the screen based on the code that we wrote. In the next lecture, we will use Xamarin and C# to build a calculator mobile app.